You are welcome once again. My name is Nyama Stephen, and today I'm going to talk about the presentation on PowerPoint. So we are going to present about basic computer, and it's going to be a comprehensive overview of computer. So to begin with, introduction to computer, a comprehensive overview, and that's my name there. Yeah, that is the objectives. Let us look at the objectives that we like to fulfill by the end of this. By the end of this, we should be able to know computer basics. That's objective number 1, which may include the definition, the basic components of a computer, the types of a computer, and the history of computer. Our second objective is going to be the computer hardware and the software, knowing them, knowing the computer hardware, the central processing unit, the memory, and the storage. We shall also look at input and output devices of a computer. We're also going to talk about system software and application software. We shall dwell much on the data, network and internet. That is objective number 3. Under data, network and internet, we shall talk about data and information. We shall look at the binary system. We shall look at computer networks and also internet and web technologies. Our fourth objective is going to be looking at the emerging technologies and the security. Basically, we shall talk about cybersecurity basics. We shall look at artificial intelligence. These are things which are emerging, cloud computing, and also introduction to programming. Let us look at the computer basic, which is our first objective, and under this we are going to look at the definition of a computer. A computer can actually be defined as an electronic device that manipulates information or even data. It can store, retrieve, and process data. Computers are used for various purposes, for example, writing, calculating, data processing, and more. Some of these things we had already looked at them. Then basic components of computer. Basically, computer has 3 components. That is an input, output, and a storage. An input devices that data into the computer. For example, keyboard, mouse. These are the things which we are going to use for inputting data into the into the computer. And then we have an output. Output displayed via output devices. For example, the monitor, the printer. So the monitor itself, the screen of the computer itself, is an output device that lets out the information which are being stored. Then storage is that data is saved in memory as a storage device. For example, we can use a hard drives for saving data in our computer. So we are going to also look at the types of computer. We have so many types of computer, but basically we shall look at these 5. They are personal computers which are used by individuals. Personal computers are used by individuals for tasks like word processing and web browsing. So it's what we always call PC, a personal computer, the computer that you can use for your personal activities. Then we also have laptops, the ones which you can move with it and place on your lap and you continue with your work. This is what we normally have here. Then we also have servers. Servers handle data and resource requests in a network. For example, we have servers like this one here is a server. It's usually a big computer which is used for networking. Then we have mainframes. Mainframes are powerful computers for large organizations, so they look like that. And we also have supercomputers, which are super fast. We could see supercomputers here. And then the next thing is we're going to look at the history of computer before computer now becoming the way it is now. There are a lot of series of development it has gone through. We had the first generation between 1940 to 1956. It was vacuum tubes. It looks like this, something very huge, which you cannot place it just in a small room. But now you know what I'm talking about. Then the second generation, that is 1956 to 1963, those are where they were using transistors for computing. Then we have fourth generation, which is to present. We use microprocessors, and the fifth generation for present and the future, where we used uh, computers based on artificial intelligence and quantum computing, which is now also becoming very much frequent as knowledge is increasing. Now we are going to look at the hardware and software. First of all, the hardwares may include the computer hardwares may include the central processing unit, the brain of the computer, which usually looks like that. Then we have the random access memory, the temporary memory that helps the computer perform tasks. So the memory has to be there in place. It's RAM. Then we have storage devices. That is a hard disk drive. Then the solid state drives and USB drives. They need to look like this. Or we can use the SanDisk and all that we have to store information. We also have the central processing unit and the memory storage, where we could have ALU, which is also called arithmetic logic unit. It performs arithmetic and logic operations. We have the control unit, which directs operations within the computer. We have registers. They are small, fast storage locations within the central processing unit. Then we have memory and storage. Still, we talked about this RAM storage and then we are going to talk about the input and output devices. The input devices include the keyboard, the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, the other devices like microphone, the scanner, the camera. Then we are going to also look at monitor, output as a monitor, the printer, the speakers, software versus operating systems. What is a software? Software is a set of instructions that tells the computer how to perform tasks. There are too many categories of software. That is a system software and the application software, which we mentioned even. Then we are going to look at software specifically here. We have system software and application software. What do they use? I do it with the system software is an operation system manages hardware and software resources, for example, Windows and MacOS. We also have utilities programs that perform maintenance tasks, for example, antivirus, disk cleanup, and all that. Then we have application software. One is productivity software. We have word browsers, for example, a program for accessing webs, for example, Google Chrome. We also have multimedia software. Further, in operating system, we have functions of the operating system. It helps manage hardware, central processing unit, and memory and storage. Provides user interface for interaction, controls software execution, and for examples includes Windows, MacOS, Linux, Android, iOS. Then our third objective is data, network, and internet. Data information. Data are actually raw facts and figures, and when we talk about information, we mean processed data that has meaning and they can be used for decision making. Then data processing. Computer covers that data into information using software. The binary system is actually part of storage system where computers use binary zeros and ones to represent all data. The smallest unit of data in computer is 0 or 1. So a group of bits of 8 bits. Computer interprets combination of bits to store, process information, and process information. So let us look at computer networks. Computer network is a collection of computer connected shares resources. Types of computer networks. LNA, that is local area network, which covers a small geographic area, for example, home or office. We also have one which is wide area network, covers large geographic areas like a country. Then we have internet, which is a global network connecting millions of private, public, and academic and business networks. So we are going to look at internet and web technologies, where we say internet is a vast global network of interconnected computers. The web browser software to access view websites, for example, Chrome, Safari can also be good web browsers. Then a website is a collection of related to web pages identified by domain name. We have emerging technologies and security. Remember that cybersecurity basics include importance of cybersecurity, protect data from unauthorized access and attacks, malicious program that damages file, deceptive emails designed to steal personal information, then tools that block unauthorized access to computers. Artificial intelligence is another development in the dimension. Is usually virtual assistants. For example, Siri and Alexa, they are self-driving cars, and the chatbots and the recommendation system. Cloud computing, starting and accessing data programs over the internet instead of local hardware. We also have benefits, scalability, cost effectiveness, and remote accessibility. We are going to look into introduction to programming. Programming language is a set of rules and syntax used to write software applications. Population languages, Python, easy to learn and versatile language. Java, widely used for web applications. C++, non-performance, often used in system-level programming. So that is all about the presentation today, and have a nice time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also like the page.